Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's open on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop form and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Buying some time. On the run, fires downfield. Finds space on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Colorado. And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT
He didn't let him pick it off.
1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turned the fake into the 2-point conversion. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They use the sideline as their friend and finally get him out of bounds on the return at the 47. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Grab behind the line. It's Thompson.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Sooners.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll start this drive firing. He's going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
To the air, it's Sanders. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the... Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying out to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it. Okay, wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, you got to get that fixed.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Now on the move. Touchdown, Bucks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and they now lead by a touchdown, a 6-point edge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic.
Oh, I know. He didn't do fucking shit.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you're getting a little bit of rhythm. It's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because
I know what the fuck he did.
Last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Fires to the wideout. Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
On the move, it's Barnes. And the Sooners will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do?
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up to add another. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything. And then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop them.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard running there. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion with jet sweep pass. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 30, the 10, Touchdown, Colorado! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Play the analytics here. You go for two. Touch pass on the right. Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Looking for room, it's Barnes. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
At midfield, he's got room. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Arnold. Shoots it to the left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. They'll try to slam it in. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9.
And I think it's go time now at this point of the game if you're on offense because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one and get you the score?
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buffaloes inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one instead. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass on second down. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it. We're just panicking every really. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.